What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
OD
Podcast.
Podcast. Period.
My brain either, child.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What's going on? When you said "hey y'all," it reminded me of that girl on TikTok that be making that food.
What's up with her? What's she doing that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the girl selling the lip gloss.
No, it's another girl. She like light skin. She be cooking on TikTok, and her and her boyfriend be eating.
Oh,
But
is
they
her
be eating.
boyfriend white?
No, they black. But she
Okay.
started her videos off "hey y'all."
Oh, okay. No, I don't know who you're talking about.
But she be cooking the most fattest plates, but it be looking kind of good sometimes, but it be so much food on there. I be like, God damn.
I just downloaded somebody's TikTok video where they use they made like an apple something. I got a bunch of apples and I need to do something with them. So
That's why you gave it to that dog and the dog got sick because you was trying to get rid of them.
No. Let me tell you, I got the apples because I wanted to make some smoothies, but these apples are so good that I just cut up a bunch of them. So I was like, Google, can dogs have apples? They said, yes, it's a great source of protein or whatever they said. Now they ain't say how many to give them. I literally gave her three or four slices, 3 slices of a 4-slice apple. And apparently I was only supposed to give her one, maybe two.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gave her
Definitely
too
didn't.
many.
Definitely that little amount
And
had
it's
her
probably something, and it's not something that she never had too. And she a daggone
a doodle.
doodle, so they sensitive to
Everything
everything in there.
it's crazy because she can literally out of the blue her actual food that she ever eat every
She can
single day
start
was
being sick, yeah.
and I have to change up everything, and it happens like every 8 to 10 months. I have to change her food completely, and that part sucks because I'm getting different things to see what don't make her sick, and it all make her sick.
See, the
And
gag
then
is Frenchies is probably worse.
you know what? I was having a conversation with a friend. Lift the mic a little bit because it's echoing.
Oh, my bad.
Um, I have a friend that breeds Frenchies, and I was like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, what's the hype about Frenchies? Because typically dog breeds they are popular because they can do something. Some are protective, some are really smart. They are good. They do something. Frenchies don't offer anything.
They just cute and they got little legs. I don't know
Yorkies
why
are
them little
cute. The
legs.
little legs.
Yorkies be
And
loud.
all Frenchies ain't created equal.
They really not because people don't be doing them right, and they not even. It's not even a real damn dog.
He was telling me that part of the reason why they cost so much is because they can only carry so many puppies at once. And so I can get that, I guess. But I just never understood why. Like for me, for a golden doodle, I mean, I definitely could have got a poodle. Let's be very clear. But they have very, very coarse hair. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a golden doodle, you mix the golden and the poodle, and you get a much better. It's like people want mixed kids. You know what I'm saying? I want that
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Not justifying people wanting mixed kids, but that's the only other comparison I can think of. But I wanted a dog that had a certain look. And so once I saw what a golden doodle looked like, it was cuter than a poodle to me. And
Yeah.
so that's what I got.
um, I honestly don't even know what kind of dog I would have if I wanted one. I did want to what's the one with the ears that I said I wanted? The little floppy. Oh my gosh. The little
Floppy.
baby. With the dang, my friend got one. The little small dog, it's like small, got the long ears, it's kind of fluffy.
A
Starts with an
beagle?
S. Not a beagle. Look
A
like a beagle,
S?
but furry. But like got a lot of hair.
Interesting. It looked like a beagle. It
Dang,
start with an S.
I think it starts with it's not a Shar It's a
Yeah, Sharpays look like
Cocker
a
Spaniel. There we go.
baby.
It starts with a C.
Cocker Spaniel. Okay. So you want a cockapoo. I think that's what you wanted. A cockapoo or a cocker spaniel.
I could do a
Cockapoo
Cocker
was just
Spaniel.
mixed with a poodle. Okay. Cocker spaniels are actually really smart dogs, and they're
They
royal.
just shed a lot. My
Well, that's
friend
why you
who
get
got one,
and that's where the cockapoo comes in because they don't
they don't shed.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, because the Cocker Spaniels, they are such I love those dogs, but
they're really sweet and really smart.
that
Two of
baby had hair
Hazel's friends
everywhere.
from our old neighborhood with cocker spaniels. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're a good size, so you can travel with them and stuff like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
people throw the poodle mix in it because they want the attributes of the dog, but they don't want the shedding. I did not want any shedding, so here we are.
Mm.
Speaking of shedding, there was a situation where with Pete Davidson, with basically long story short, his mother's dog passed away, and so he wanted to replace the dog. So he wanted a cavapoo, cockapoo, something like whatever we talking about. And so he went to a breeder, and I guess PETA. saw Peter looking to shop with a breeder, and Peter's whole camp, a lot of basically they don't want people to go to breeders. They want people to adopt dogs that are already here. But
Yeah.
he's allergic to dogs, so he needed a very specific breed, which is why he went to a breeder. And of course, Peter's like clapback was like, "Oh, you can shop around for adoption agencies that have,
He
please,
should have
please."
sent the assistant.
Right, but like, dang, mind your business either way.
Yeah,
But
no.
yes, if people want a specific dog, you can go to a breeder and you can basically build a dog. So hold my nuts, okay? Anyways, all right, let's
Mm-mm.
get into Black Business of the Week. Okay, y'all. So if you're on TikTok, you probably saw this couple that got married recently. The woman's name was Tony. I can't remember what her husband's name was, but they literally, this is something that's on my to-do list if I ever get married, to hire a wedding content manager. And basically, you pay these people maybe $60 an hour to follow you around leading up to your wedding. And they capture content for you to post on social media.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
ain't it? Because people get a videographer, they get a photographer, but their job is to grasp a very professional lens of the event. But the content creator can get the laughs, the giggles, the real. It's like real, they can even coordinate dance routines if you want. Like, let's say you want to do a TikTok challenge, and this is obviously the era we live in. But I thought it was really cool because it made her whole darn wedding go viral, and that's my kind of carrying on if we can get paid off of it. So
For
anyway,
sure, yeah.
this young queen, actually, I'm gonna go on her page and find out what her name was.
I'm
Okay.
on TikTok right now looking for the video to send you, and I can't find it. I'm so sad.
Dang. Well, this queen had a beautiful dress. And let me start by saying this. It's very popular for brides to have this gown that has like a sheer material, kind of like lace. And it
Yeah,
doesn't
but it's
always
like skin
match black
tone.
women's skin.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay, okay,
It
okay.
doesn't always match black women's skin. Sometimes they can probably tint the lace or whatever the case is to make it close as possible. But this bride that I'm talking about, hers was perfection. They melted the dress. So
Wait,
the
did she have a short haircut?
yes, that's her.
Okay, I've seen that. Okay.
So this dress, her dress designer is a black woman in London, and the you can go to their Instagram. It's Alonuko Bridal. I'm gonna spell. I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize, mate. It's Alonuko Bridal on Instagram, and I put the information in the episode notes. I know people that have traveled for their wedding dresses, and I think that's so cool, especially in this era. Because when I was younger, and I would hear stories about people that went to Paris for their wedding dress, or they went to this country to get a purse. I'm like, how do you even know where to go or what to do? But in this social media era, I mean, you can at the snap of a finger, you can find anywhere anything. So y'all know, oh, maybe I don't know, but I've been planning to buy myself a Rolex, and I actually found a jeweler
Come
in
on,
London.
Rolly.
Hello, I just wanna roll it, roll
Rolly,
it,
Rolly.
roll it with a. You know who produced that song?
Who?
You remember Jeremy Miller and Justin Miller from Six Flags?
Ah, the brothers.
Mhm.
Okay.
They go by
What
Backpack.
was his club promoter name? Jeremy.
Uh
I
oh,
forgot.
what was it?
It was like because we used to call him by his club promoter name.
I know his name was Jeremy Get Money Miller, but
There we go. We used to call him
but
that
that wasn't
too.
the name of his thing. It was something else. Oh, core memory unlocked, but not really, because I can't remember. But I just think it's really cool to. Oh, I'm looking for a watch, and I found one in the UK. And I mean, I'm probably not gonna buy it anytime soon. That's a big purchase, and I still want to make sure I'm gonna have a job in this strange climate that we're in. On top of this new dress I
Okay,
got.
man. Tell me about it. Tell me
So,
about it.
anyways, if y'all ever plan on
Let's
getting
get up.
married or just want to look at beautiful gowns with a black designer, I heavily suggest that you check her out. Looks like in her bio she has July consultations available. That's actually some quick turnaround. July, she
Yeah.
must be doing virtual.
Child. Um, that's what's up though. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't intending on wearing a wedding dress to my wedding, obviously, but I'm actually starting to kind of not want to get married no more. I'm just kind of like losing hope.
Dang.
I
So
could
it's
just
not that
be
you
having
don't
a
want
moment.
to, it's just that you're like, you know what, I'm
I
over
think
it.
I'm.
Like,
I mean, most of the time I just be having a moment. But I mean, just like I mean, we all have fantasies. We all have fairy tales in our head. We all have a way that we think how shit should go, and
when it don't
um,
go that way.
it's not even. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. So I probably should just give that
Well,
dream up.
keep this in mind though. A lot of times when we think about marriage, we think about the wedding. It's not that we don't really think about like the life with that
Life.
partner. So,
Yeah, 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 for sure.
so you can, I get what you're saying though. I get it. Listen, it's hard out here. I know I ain't got no ring on my finger, so
I want to have be married with kids. You know,
Yeah, I don't know about the
I want
kids
that life.
thing. I
I
don't know
want
about the
kids.
kids.
I be going back. Sorry. I be going back and forth with the kids thing, but honestly, I really do want kids.
That's
But
good
I
for
need to
you.
have like three. I don't like the
I'll be
fact
your
that
surrogate. How much you paying? Actually,
um
no, because if I'm going through all that, that's gonna be my little nappy head child.
exactly. My old coworker at Mac told me she'll be my surrogate.
That's actually a
Kate
serious
Mantha,
labor of love.
if you're listening, Kate Mantha, I'm gonna hold you to it now.
Has anyone ever asked you to be their child's godparent?
Yes. I've been asked twice, but the problem is that I was asked by two people who I'm not close with.
Yeah, I
So
don't think
I
people
just
realize what it means to be a godparent.
they just wanted me to be. I think, and I get it because especially if you are not with your baby dad or y'all, y'all not together. When they be asking for godparents, sometimes they try to look and see who got the most money to buy them baby some gifts and this and
That's
that. And no
exactly what it
shade,
is.
no
Gifts and a
shade.
babysitter. But
Gifts
it's
and a
supposed to be
babysitter.
like if they die, these are gonna be your legal guardians, basically.
Yeah, people don't think that deep into it though, cause
I
they be
know.
ready to go to get hookah at Crew Lounge.
Okay,
But
cool. All right. So let's get into the that was my black business of the week if I didn't already say that.
I Periana, sorry,
Speaking of that Miss Jacky O, let me talk.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So if you guys already know, the mother of three of DC Young Fly's kids, his longtime partner. I really don't know what their relationship status is or was. I think it was a little complicated, but they
They
definitely
were still
were.
married though, right?
I don't think they were ever married. I think he said one time that if she gives him a son, he'll marry her, and she literally had their son this year or late
Why they
last
keep
year
saying that's his wife?
because they was together for a long time.
Oh, okay,
I don't even think they lived together. She had bought her own house.
heard. Okay,
I seen a few interviews with DC, and he kind of was doing his own thing. That's no shade whatsoever to this situation, but I'm just saying it's that's why I said I think the relationship status was a little complicated. But
yeah,
yeah, man. So she went to Miami for a mommy makeover, and I'm assuming she passed away from the complications because what I saw on the news is that she didn't die on the table, but she was found dead in her hotel room, and that's it's honestly really scary. I know I have talked about a couple times about wanting to get cosmetic surgery for myself, and I'm always back and forth about it. I'm definitely more forth than back. No, back and forth.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong time to
It's
be
actually
laughing, but
right. Sorry. It ain't got nothing to do with Jackie, but it's actually really scary. I know they always talk about like BBLs in particular is like one of the deadliest surgeries, and I think a lot of it is because there are a lot of people that aren't certified that are performing the surgeries. But in addition to the actual surgery itself, your body has to be able to support the procedure. And I don't know if people realize that going under anesthesia, and this is not nothing to do with Jackie O, but there's a lot of people that get a lot of surgeries, and going under like that is not like you literally are temporarily dead for the most part when you get
yeah,
anesthesia.
when you get
Like
anesthesia,
I've heard some serious stories from people that even work in like dental or medical environments that have almost killed people putting them on anesthesia. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I've literally heard this out of the professional's mouth. Like people have almost died trying to get a wisdom tooth pulled. And when you
oh
go and
my
get
god,
these surgeries, you have to go under because the pain is so bad. And I now they said that she allegedly she could have died from heart failure. So again, I don't know what led to her death, but all I'm saying is this type of surgery is so risky. I only been under anesthesia once to get my wisdom teeth removed, but I was even scared about that because I mean, you you don't when they once they put it in you, you literally knock out so fast and you wake up delirious. It's crazy.
oh my
But
god,
anyways, rest in peace to Miss Jackie. Oh, it's truly sad. Honestly, I
yeah,
was really shocked when I saw it. I thought it might have been a rumor. I know people say love yourself, you don't need surgery, but there was something that made her feel like she needed to go do it. I mean, she did have three kids. But there's nothing wrong with your post baby body, but she is also somebody that is an influencer. She's with
yeah,
a very popular man. She models. She does so many different things. So I think that people leave harsh comments. It's just just a lot of pressure to just exist these days. And I hate that she felt that she might have had something she needed to correct, but
yeah.
she
No,
also had the right to try to do something about it.
I have these conversations with people all the time about plastic surgery, and I used to be opposed to it for so long up until recent years when I started to get older because I think that my like concern is that it was too clocky and
Mm.
like
And
like
that's another
anytime
thing. It don't always look good.
yeah, and so it's like I look at these people and I'm like, I get it and I understand that you wanted to fix something, but for me, I would rather go like a more natural route with anything that I do. And so um within recent years I've met people and I just be looking at them like, wow, they're so gorgeous, they have beautiful skin, they have no pores, they're, whatever. And then they come out and tell me that they got work done. And
Mm.
this has happened to me about 12 times.
So
And
then
one
that's
thing,
type of stuff like that be like, dang, is that what I gotta do if I
and
want
I'm
this look?
like, no, because here's the thing, like when you're online and you're looking at these people and you see these people, you would think that they're natural. I mean, even down to people, and I'm not throwing them under the bus or trying to say that they had surgery, but people that look like Tiana Taylor and Lori Harvey, they'll
Mm-hmm.
tell me like, "Oh, I've had this." I'm like, "Whoa, you don't even look
Mm.
like that." So that kind of changed my perspective on plastic surgery. Would I get lipo? Yes, but I also understand that you have to also watch what you're doing to yourself in order for those type of things to go right. Like for me, I wouldn't get lipo at my size now because I feel like I'm too big. First of all, I'm not going to see no results from it. And then when you're bigger, you have
You gonna be looking like
higher
roly
risk,
poly.
huh?
Roly
I'm gonna like
poly.
roll coaster. Oh God, when you're bigger and you get lipo, that's more of a risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I would rather do something like skinny lipo, or I'm not even opposed to getting like filler or
I'm
Botox.
not opposed to lipo. I don't want a BBL though. I don't even have
Yeah,
the
no,
figure for a booty, so I'm just gonna take my L in silence. But you can take some of that fat off my back, cause low key,
yes,
if they take
ma'am.
the fat off the back, it'll make your booty look bigger because your waist
I don't
round.
even care about that no more. Honestly, I don't care. It is what it is. I ain't never had no issues before, so whatever.
Hello,
Uh,
somebody, me either.
so that ain't the issue. I just be wanting to look good in my clothes. Like that's ultimately what it is. I love to get dressed. I love to take photos and stuff like that. But the biggest issue is that I just don't be feeling comfortable in my clothes all the time. So that's it. And then like I notice I'm getting old. I'm 34. So I'm getting smile lines. People be looking at me like, "Oh my gosh, your face is so perfect," and da da da, and all this other shit. But I'm like, no,
And
it's
do
not.
you now do smile? Let me ask you this, and I and the only reason why I ask because I hear some of these I there's okay. Are the smile lines an issue to you?
They're an issue to me because I look at myself on video sometimes or a certain angle of myself, and I look like Elmer Fudd. You know how Elmer Fudd got them big
Oh
smile
my
lines right there.
god.
That's literally how I feel, or
And the,
that's what
the
I'm
reason
looking at.
why I ask is because I never even noticed smile lines until people started complaining about them on themselves. And I'm like, oh, is that an issue? And another example of that is hip dips. A lot of women have hip dips, and now a lot of women want to get them filled in because they don't like them. And I'm like, dang, I thought that was cute. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
So
can
it
do
just makes me.
anything. I literally follow a makeup artist that got eyebrow transplant.
And see, and I'm not even tripping off. I guess for me, it's like sometimes I think that other people's to me, I wouldn't be insecure about something until it was pointed out. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
now I'm like, dang. Now I don't have a hip dip problem. I ain't even got hips. But I'm just saying, like, if somebody said they got their hip dips fit, I'm gonna start looking like, dang, do I need to how would
Yeah,
I
I
look
feel
if I
that.
did
I
that?
feel that. I feel that, but I definitely, if I ever do that, if I ever decide to go that route, um, at least I know that I'm not like one of those people that would just jump at the sight of a cheap price, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna do my research. Like even with teeth, I've been trying to get my teeth done since 2019, but
Mm-hmm.
the issue is that I feel like some doctors are charging a lot of money, and I'm not saying that they aren't worth it because the work is really good. And I understand this is a that very expensive job, but I also find doctors who are like who have better work than them or equivalent work to them that are way cheaper. But I have to wait because I need to know people that went to them that have had their teeth done for a minute and
Mm-hmm.
like how is the maintenance, whatever. How are you doing with it? Da 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 da. How does it feel? So I just haven't really done it yet. But I think that within the next like 3 months, I'm gonna start like moving forward because I'm tired of looking at my teeth and thinking in my head
Mm,
like, oh, I need my teeth done. I need my teeth done. I say that
I
every
get
day.
it. Shoot, I got my
Every
gums
day.
did. Getting my gums did was the best thing I could have ever done. And
I
mind
feel
you,
you.
that's another thing. I didn't know that my gums was an issue until the orthodontist said something.
Until even if it's a doctor, they going if they point some shit out now,
And
you're
listen,
gonna
I
be
get
looking
it.
at
And it's
it.
because their role is to perfect the smile. But I just was worried about two teeth being crooked at the bottom. I didn't even think any of my teeth at the top was bad. And now that I've got my braces off, I'm like, oh, dang. But listen, I love my teeth down and I do it
Yeah.
again. And I mean,
And you
granted,
know
I
what?
didn't
I
get
actually like my teeth. I think that the core of my teeth, like the strength of them, I have too many teeth in my mouth. For one, that's for one. I have too.
Marco.
I got too many teeth in my mouth. Like that's always been an issue. But other than that, I like my teeth. I just want them to be perfect. I just want them to be nicer. That's it. But
Yeah.
I do like my teeth.
I feel you. Well, do what you gotta do. Just be safe, because I think people definitely lose not for teeth surgery, but a lot of people lose their lives in cosmetic surgery every day. I think it's just one of the first mainstream people that we've seen because we've heard about Instagram models and they could be considered mainstream, but pretty much in the black community, we knew who Miss Jacky Oh was because of DC Fly, like and Wilding Out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, like this hit close to home.
Yeah.
So it's just sad. Rest in peace to her though. She just had a baby boy. She got three little kids. I don't even think the oldest is even 5 yet.
Yeah, they all babies, which is insane. I hate seeing stuff like that because kids don't process that type of stuff until they're like 12.
Yeah, and they don't
For real,
even
they don't know what that
realize
means.
it. They don't
They just
even.
know
I
that they're not
mean,
there no more.
and when you're a kid, you don't even really have memories, a lot of memories like that. So it just sucked because the whole world got to experience her, and they're just kind of left with what they see online. I guess like have to come up with their own perception of how mommy was. But it's honestly really sad. I really feel terrible for that family for DC, and it's just sad. So
Mm.
all right. Oh, okay, never mind. You have anything you want to add to shop talk?
Um, yeah. So I do have something that I want to add to shop talk. Hold on one second. Let me see. Let me see. Let me
Mhm,
see. Let me
mhm, mhm,
see.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
So I actually have two things. So the first thing, um, is Ariana Fletcher. Miss Mama's
Okay.
got on Twitter and started a riot, baby, and
What
for good
happened?
reason. And she posted and said, "Why is it that a lot of Mexicans think that they can say nigga?"
I
And
mean,
she got attacked for
TNA.
that. She got
Oh,
attacked for that.
brother. They
She
just
got
hate
attacked for that.
her. You know what? Let me
Now,
say this before we get into the topic. I just want to say I have expressed how I don't like Ari Fletcher, but I'm gonna tell you this. I can't lie. I stumbled upon that YouTube channel with her and Tucson. They get down over there. I ain't
did you
gonna lie
watch
to you.
the show on BET that
No, and I will not be watching it.
that
But
made me like her?
I like the
I hate to
YouTube
say it.
channel, the cooking show, because Tucson it's Tucson to thank because he's really funny,
I
really
don't even.
funny.
I think that the problem is that Ari is aggressive. She's from Chicago, so
Hmm.
everybody from Chicago is a little hard. They like
They ain't gonna,
aggressive.
it ain't received well,
It ain't received well. Jada's
especially
from the
from a
South.
celebrity. We want everybody to act appropriately,
Yeah, Jada is from the South, so she's very softer. She's very like
and she
charming.
became most hated. Ain't that crazy?
That doesn't make her a good person. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but I think that I had the wrong idea about both of them. But I do like Ari now.
Yeah,
Now,
I don't know if I
I
like her yet because she still says some disrespectful stuff, but
yeah, for sure. Oh,
I
for
do
sure.
like her show, her YouTube show,
Yeah.
Cooking with it Done. Her and Tucson is funny. That man is funny. But anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to throw that
But
out
no,
there before
she
I
put
forget.
that in. She got attacked. Some girl said that she was just talking out her BBL. The girl who wrote that is black and Mexican. But if I'm not
Oh
mistaken,
goodness.
Ari is Hispanic as well. So I'm like,
Oh,
wait a
is
minute.
she?
Yeah, like let me
I didn't
see.
know that.
I think she Puerto Rican and black.
I will say this. I have heard from a lot of people, especially those from New York, that Hispanic people definitely use the N word, Fat Joe, for example, and they are okay with it up there. And I don't understand it. I don't know if it's because slavery went on a little bit longer down here in the
Uh,
South. I don't really know, but it's not okay. If you're not black, if you're not an African American, you should not be using the N word. Black people should
the
be using it.
Mexicans
Truth be
in
told,
LA definitely say it, and I've definitely
my thing is why? What do you think that means? What do you not you, but to these people, when you use that word, what exactly are you trying to say?
And I don't even think they be using it in a negative way. Like they just be
There's
having a
no
conversation.
positive
They
way to
be like,
use it.
"That's true," but they'll just be saying like, "Oh, nigga, what you got on? That smell good."
Something like that. I don't have no gun, but I think my two fingers are clicked together like a gun. And I don't have to use
What?
it. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't even like when I'm on TikTok and I see non-black people doing trends to songs to black songs that say the N-word. I'm like,
Yeah.
swipe,
And
swipe, swipe,
okay,
swipe.
yeah, I was about to say because I do be noticing that a lot of people be just trying to get over on stuff like that. I don't know.
They do. They do.
I don't know. They try to get by doing that. But yeah, I don't know. In conclusion, for me, I don't think that it's okay for them to say it. But I don't think it's okay for them to say it. I think that it would be more okay if we were
Not saying it
more
all. Nobody
accepted
said.
if the Hispanic community was much more accepting to black people and vice versa. Because I feel like it's like an unspoken beef. Not with me, because I mean I understand what it is, but a lot of black people don't really fool with Hispanics and vice versa. I see it happen all the time.
Which is
I
crazy
literally
because we all are minorities. Well,
right.
Mexicans probably gonna be the all right. I don't want to be
So
wrong.
last week was WeHo Pride, and so I was just sitting outside. Like they had, like I guess you can call it like a little block party outside or whatever. So a fight broke out, and the fight was between a black dude and a Mexican dude. And so when they were fighting, I don't think that the fight was fair because the black dude was beating the boy ass, but his friends jumped in anyway, which I didn't think was fair.
Yeah.
But they was jumping him. And so when the police came, they separated. The black people had ran. They got the fuck on. But the Mexican dude was right there, and his friends had ended up jumping in too. But the conversation that they were having with the police officers was that y'all show favoritism to black people. They don't know how to fight. They always jumping. Da 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 da
Oh
da. Like
wow.
that's not fair. Y'all always doing that. They did it, and I was just sitting there like, whoa, this isn't cool. And they were
Isn't
saying
it interesting that they
nigga.
even have that perspective? I can't believe that.
And they were saying nigga. I've
I
never heard
don't.
anybody in my life ever say
That
that
would piss
black
me
people
off.
have
I can't lie.
privilege.
I hate that we even use it because I think that because black culture is so cool and so widely adopted, even though being black ain't widely accepted, they
Yeah,
feel like they have the pass to do it because they enjoy our culture. That's not cool. I don't like it. I don't like
yeah.
it.
No, I always felt like that. Even I noticed stuff like even with Erica Mena on Love and Hip Hop. I noticed that when Cardi B came out, she
I don't like the shit
automatically
she did.
had like a beef with Nicki. At this point, they wasn't even beefing. Nicki and Cardi wasn't even beefing, but she would be saying like little slick shit and um
Who, Erica?
yeah, and then I thought it was so crazy that she used to do that, and then she ended up dating Safari. So in my head, I'm like,
Oh,
do
I
she
didn't
got
know
like
that.
personal beef with her? Like, yeah, she used to talk shit about her, like just throw
On the
shade.
show?
No, just online, just like, and she would just be so
Mm.
like up Cardi's ass just to piss
That's
her off
really
too. You
lame. And I'm
know,
sure when she was with Safari, she was like, "Ooh, tell me what Nikki used to do when she was."
listen, when she got with Safari and got married and had kids by him, I know that she felt like she was like, yeah,
And
bitch,
look at what happened. Look how that backfired on her. And
karma.
and it's
I
not
do.
okay
Let me
for
tell you
kids to
something.
be involved in that. But
I'm all for getting your lit back, but I'm also a firm believer in karma, and she don't got no time limit.
yeah, but
She
she
can
one of
come
them
to
people that
March,
don't
she can come
realize
to
that
New Year's.
they experiencing karma. They just gonna blame somebody
It's
else.
like, damn, you don't even realize that you've been doing people wrong for so fucking long. This is why bad shit is happening to you because you
Man,
be
speaking
fucking
of that,
people over. Like, obviously, that's why it's happening. But anywho, the second one was just everybody is online talking about Kelis has a new man, Bill Murray, and they're like, oh God, like this man is
yeah,
so
what's up with
old.
him? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my headphones for whatever reason just switched from the computer to my phone, right in my front of my face.
Um, but
Wait,
no,
wait.
Twitter is trolling her ass, talking about also this is old McDonald that's been on Khalees's farm this whole time.
Ah, and I heard he was like worth like 130 million.
Yeah, my whole thing is when you're in that position like Khalees, she's not gonna date down, whatever that means for
True,
her.
but
But
she
I
dated
mean,
above.
huh?
She ain't date up. She dated above. I mean, look, do what you want to do. If the man attracted to you, you attract to him. Keep it
That's what I'm
pushing. Do your
saying.
thing.
That's what I'm saying. She just setting up her futures. No shade. I don't see nothing wrong with that because if that man is if he tied down with her, she good forever.
And her husband passed away. She probably don't even want to get tied up in nothing like that again for real. To be
For
honest, that's
sure. Yeah, her
traumatizing.
husband did just die a few
Granted,
months
this
ago.
guy's very old, but I'm just saying, at least it's not
Have we
unexpected, I
talked
guess.
about that before? Like how soon is it to move on if your husband or spouse died, your wife or husband died? How
Um,
soon is it okay to move on?
I
I,
think my general rule of thumb, you only need 1 second to move on. But when somebody dies, I think it is a little tasteless to be seen publicly with somebody else, because grieving is a very interesting process and it makes you come off as insensitive. But you are free to do what you want to do.
for sure. For sure.
The
I was
best way to
I
get
was reading
over is to
something.
get under, they say.
I was reading something about that the other day because people were talking about Nene, just saying how like this,
Mm-hmm.
she rushed into that situation. That's why it's going the way it's going, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like she's going through what she's going through, and who's to say like Nene is not a young lady. Now
Right.
she's
She
still
going. She want
youthful.
her
She's
eggs
still
cracked.
outside. She's still outside. She's still doing her thing. But at the end of the day, is she just supposed to sit at home and be sad every day and just not interact with people or not be attracted to other men and not get
Also,
whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's not fair to her.
I have a friend who one of her parents passed away from a terminal illness, her mother. And while her mother was on her deathbed, pretty much, or really leading up to that point, it was very clear that she couldn't, like her and her man, basically, he had the freedom to continue to date while she was on her deathbed.
Yeah.
And so he it definitely didn't sit well with the kids because it's like, how is this your focus right now when your wife of X amount of decades is literally losing her life? But when his wife passed away, he married the woman he started dating while his wife was on his deathbed. And I don't think that's necessarily okay. But if you and your partner have that understanding, I mean, what can we do about it? Because shoot, Greg and Nene, I know they probably used to get down. You know what I'm saying? So he might have
Yeah.
been like, they could have had a situation where she was able to do that even during. I don't know. I'm just saying it looks tasteless, but in reality,
It ain't
what we
nothing
gonna
wrong with
do
that.
about it? Yeah.
I feel that way. I do I feel like I don't move on fast enough. That'd be my problem. Like when I start fucking with somebody, or if I'm in a relate, if it's somebody who I'm just like dating or fucking around with, whatever, I'm moving
Yeah.
on the next day.
Well,
But
sure.
I'm
Even
saying
even
like,
with that, for some people, it's hard to let go. You see what's up with
yeah,
you and your
no,
two
I get
wives?
that. But I think that when it's a
I mean,
relationship, like my last actual relationship was probably in 2019, and now I feel like I'm comfortable enough to start to even entertain the idea of being in a relationship because it's been so
what
long.
do you think that comes from? Like, why do you think it took that long?
Um, because I have attachment issues,
Oh, you were
so
still
it's
attached to him?
I'll be attached to situations. It ain't even necessarily that
Mm,
person. I get so comfortable with being with somebody, or like just like, you know what I'm saying. Like I feel like I didn't feel comfortable alone, and that be my time to do that because I
that's yeah,
think that
yeah.
I became so dependent on people, or just dependent on, oh, I just gotta have somebody with me all the time to, you know what I'm saying? I need to have somebody to sleep with, or somebody to
Yeah.
do this with and do
I
blah
mean,
blah
a
blah.
lot of people are like that though, and I don't know where that comes from. So you're saying that it wasn't that you was hung up on that relationship; you just was like doing stuff instead of focusing on something more serious.
Yeah, no, I just
Okay.
needed a break. I just needed a break to get to know myself and understand
Yeah.
what my flaws were, what I need to work on. I'm still working on myself every day. It's a
Listen, we'll never stop
never ending
learning.
process, and I
Yeah.
think that people need to understand that too. I need to understand that I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So I mean, at the end of the day, I just need to understand and be real with myself about the problems that I have, or the things that I contribute to situations as to why they come out that way, or whatever the case may be. I just had, it just I took that time to just get to know myself more. Because
Yeah. I
realistically,
mean,
I'm
that's
like,
what
what
you
the fuck
should be
do I even
doing.
want? I'm just getting in a
Just do
relationship, just to
stuff,
get in a
be
relationship.
involved. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
will say I'm sorry. I don't, I know sometimes when I play the episode back, it be sounding like I'm cutting you off, but it's a delay with the microphone. So I just don't want the people to think I'm just
oh
being
no, you fine. I ain't
Rudy
sure.
Huxtable. But I was gonna say, I definitely move on. I detach right away, like right that second, actually 1 second before we break up, I've already detached. Like that's how quick I detach. And so I don't, not that I necessarily move on that quick, but my mind is back to square one. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I don't really know how else to approach it.
but to move on. No,
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
feel you.
I'm never like one of those like rebound type of people. I don't just get with people just to be getting
Let me
with
tell you
them.
something. I let karma do her thing, because the thing about it is what people don't realize is that it takes so much energy to get revenge on somebody or feel like you getting your lick back sometimes. Like
It's
sometimes
not even worth it,
it's
and that stuff can
deserved. It's
create
like,
even
okay, bitch,
bigger
you really just played in
issues.
my face. Like, I gotta get you back. You can't
Yeah.
get away with that. But
Honestly, best revenge is doing well. Just do well
just
and
move
just
on. Just
yeah.
move on from it. Like, honestly, because you doing that, you keeping yourself in that.
Yeah,
You
no,
know what
you're
I'm saying?
right.
So
Yeah, I don't have time for that. I
I
don't even
don't
want.
either.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I love one thing about. I'm grateful that I do love being by myself. Now, I don't want to be lonely, but I
Same.
love like exploring, making friends, doing things. Like I even thought about. I had got this email from Emory Hospital today. They're doing this yoga event down at the Georgia World Congress Center. No, not Georgia. The other one that's in East Point, the convention center. But I'm not gonna be able to make it. But I'm like, dang, I wish I never done yoga before ever. But it was like welcoming even beginners. I'm like, this would have been a cool little opportunity to
You
just
should
do
do
something.
it.
I can't. I got somewhere to be like 2 hours after that event ends, and I gotta come walk my dog. So
Okay.
thanks a lot,
Same.
Hazel.
Nah,
Got darn
I
dog.
feel like I feel that though. Like I feel, and I also feel like I have to be able to move on quicker because in my head I feel like I've healed for so long that I don't like nobody. I find something wrong with everything and
I mean,
everybody. I
that's
don't
good.
like
That's good
that.
security because you
But
start
that's not
liking and you
cool
be
though. Like
your
that ain't
mind be
cool.
yeah,
I
your
be
filter.
finding something wrong with everything and everybody. Like I'm just like I don't like that. I ain't
But guess
fucking with
what? As
that.
soon
I
as you
ain't.
don't find something wrong, you gonna wish you would have. You like, see, I'm overlooking stuff now.
Yes. No, I feel that. So I don't know. It's a
I
never
feel
ending
you.
process. You're never gonna be, and I hate when people be having that thing like, oh, come already healed. The
Which
thing
is
about it
yeah.
is, nobody is gonna be healed
What a
whether you
good
go
for a
to.
little quote that don't mean nothing.
It don't matter if you go to therapy. It don't matter if you're doing this because you can get some understanding and learn how to like deal with certain things from therapy, but 100% healed from that.
Yeah, it's no
No,
such thing. And the thing about
it
it,
ain't no
because you're
drug,
always
it ain't no pills, it ain't no motherfucking drinks, no nothing, no substance that's gonna fix that. You just have to learn how to just accept life for what it is and just deal with it on your
pushing.
own.
Yeah, no, you're
Keep
right.
it pushing.
Yeah. The fact that you're always learning more about yourself is proof that you'll never fully be healed because you start to learn more about yourself and then you start putting X's and I mean ones and twos together. You be like, oh dang, this is the reason for this. And even if there was a point when you were younger and you felt like you were healed, when you get older, 5 to 10 years later, you realize, dang, I ain't even know nothing then. And I thought I was so enlightened at that time. But you get older, you're like, I wasn't. I actually don't like sweet potato chips.
Bruh, I was sitting here, I was sitting, this when I lived in Atlanta Station. I was at home one day and I was just listening to a podcast or something. I think that they brought up like things that have happened to them as a kid or that they didn't realize was like traumatic or like
Oh, I
not the
definitely had
right
that
thing
moment.
to be done, and then you just going through life thinking that shit was normal. I'm like, damn,
Hey,
I have been exposed to certain stuff as a kid that in my
hey.
head at the time I didn't think that
Oh, and that moment
I
when
didn't think
you
nothing
put
was
two
wrong
and
with
two
it, but I'm
together,
like,
you be
damn,
like,
I probably should have
"Whoa,
called the police.
no,
And
for
luckily,
real."
it ain't nothing with my mama or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, wow,
Listen, me too. Okay, it's certain situations that I didn't even realize even had an impact on how I move in general,
exactly.
and I'm like,
It affects how you interact with people.
"No, you're right. You're
And
absolutely
it's
right."
something so small, that little small. I ain't gonna try to like downplay it like it's something that's not that serious, but that one little detail just really fucked me up because I was just sitting there like,
You
damn,
feel
that's
awakened when stuff like
probably
that
why I
happen.
be doing this, and that's probably why
Mhm.
I'm like this way because this happened to me, and I didn't even realize that wasn't supposed to happen to me.
No, you're 1000% right.
Yeah,
I
like
have those moments a lot. And that's why I always say, like, traveling, living alone, all those things help you discover that. And sometimes even listening to other people's stories. Cause you're like,
yeah,
I
for
ain't
sure.
think of
I
that.
will say traveling definitely will open your mind and
I need
eyes up
somewhere to
to
go.
a
You have any
lot.
suggestions? I need somewhere to go real soon. Something
Um,
dramatic.
um,
I never been to
somewhere
London, but
dramatic. I don't know.
that's not dramatic for
Everything's
me.
so burned out. Go to Italy. Honestly, go to Capri. That's where
I
I
think the
want to go.
marketing
That's
experience
on
will
my
be.
list. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Capri. I want to go to Milan.
I'm not gonna
I,
lie, places like that I don't want to go to by myself.
yeah, that's more romantic, but that's still on my list. I would do it alone though. I would
Yeah,
definitely
I
do it
would
alone.
too,
Like
but there's so many other things I want to do now. I want to go to
I would just have to
Switzerland.
bring a photographer.
Hey, how are you a content creator?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just. Honestly though, I've been having that thought within the last 2 weeks. I don't put out content because I have so many other things going on in my head. I'm like, damn, I gotta wash clothes. I gotta get an oil change. I gotta pay my insurance. I gotta pay rent. I gotta clean my makeup kit. I gotta cook
Yeah.
food because
And all that stuff is content worthy. But I
yes,
think the moment you get a grasp on how to capture it and upload it, you'll be like, oh, all I
yeah,
gotta do is because you got. I know we talked about this before, but you definitely. I feel like you got some stuff that's good content
I know.
worthy.
I honestly just have to stop thinking that I can do everything by myself
Hmm.
and just bring other people in because I have people that will be willing to help me
That
and be
would be
willing to
really
do stuff.
cool. Especially if you could just like schedule a day to do a bunch of specific things and you can
Yeah.
have them come along and then,
Yeah, for
if that
sure.
starts, yeah, I think that'd be really cool.
I mean, I mean, I can do some like self vlogging and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's like it's so many different aspects of my life that I could be monetizing
Hmm.
that I don't even take advantage
I think
of.
about that too, but I just don't care, don't want to, will not be
See, I'm
doing it.
already in the field. I know. I
Yeah,
feel you. You like,
exactly.
I don't even post like that. I ain't even trying to. But
But I
me,
know I could do some good. When I always think about like home buying stuff, I'm like, and I not that that's my personality, but it's one of the things that a lot of people have always have so many questions about. I'm like, I don't know why I don't just, but I don't want to. That's just what it
I
is.
literally seen somebody get a $6,000 check from TikTok, and you could listen. The
I
information
know.
that you have and the stuff that you
Mhm.
be doing, that's
My thing is the
content worthy.
comments gonna be off on every video because I'm not
Eh,
finna play with y'all.
Keep the comments on, just don't read them. That's gonna be me on
I'm
YouTube.
gonna
I
read
don't
them.
give a fuck. Say it.
I think YouTube is easy to not read them, but TikTok is like,
I'm
I
not
don't be
gonna have to
scrolling
read
YouTube
that.
comments.
I don't even read my comments under my picture. People don't even be realizing that. But like,
Everybody on restrict.
I have like so much anxiety about posting photos on Instagram because I just don't know what is going. I don't know why. So when I post something, I'll abandon the post for about 4 hours and just
I be
come
about to
back.
delete it. I almost deleted
Me
my picture of my
too.
coffee cup this morning because my thumb was folded behind the cup.
I be archiving so much stuff because I'm just like I don't want this out no more. I'm not this
You know,
person no
I
more. I
get it.
don't
I
want to
get
do.
it.
But I need to just leave stuff alone and just let it be what it's gonna be. I don't be reading the comments. Like if somebody say something crazy, and I'll probably notice it, but I'll skim through it. I don't even want to
Somebody
read
made me
it.
mad when I made my grill video and they told me that they bet I ain't got no 401k. I said, oh, you got the right one, actually.
You
I
got the
got
wrong
more than one
person.
retirement account, buddy. And I promise you it's hitting on more
That's
than what
what
yours hitting on. That's a fact.
man. And people be speaking on shit they ain't got. Just because you get in the
Yes,
grill,
and
they think
that
that
I
you
don't
own
like
everything.
that.
The whole
And I
time you
don't
own three houses
mm-mm.
and blah blah
That's what
blah.
I'm saying. And I don't want to be in this loop where I feel like I gotta address everything because I see a lot of TikTokers do that, and even the addressing the everything gets them views and content. But I don't want to be in that loop. I just want y'all. Me and my old neighbor, we was talking about something I can't remember, and I was like, oh yeah, it would be pictures we would take, and I'm like, don't tag me because I don't want nobody to know where I live at, or I wouldn't repost. She would post a picture in our neighborhood to be behind us, and I'm like, don't tag me. I'm not or if she would tag me, I'm not reposting it. I don't want nobody to know nothing about me. Just leave me alone. I was never here.
I
But
feel you.
we had a topic that you want to discuss as we get closer to the tail end of this episode, but we were talking about prioritizing yourself. And I think the things that we just discussed really
I was
is
about to say
about
that was pretty much
prioritizing
a lot
yourself.
of stuff that I was wanted to tap in on.
One thing that I just
Um,
always think about is I just want to look back and be glad I did something that I wanted to do. Like I want to be proud. I don't want to be resentful. I don't want to get old and frail and then be like, dang, I can't even walk like I used to. If I could walk, I would go up Stone Mountain because I never went. I mean, I've gone up Stone Mountain, but little things like that, people be like, I wish I would have did it when I had the chance. And it's just like now what? So
use
just
it before you
use
lose
it or
it.
lose it. I never went to Whitewater. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go one of these days. I ain't going by myself though, but
I wish I was in Atlanta. I would love to go to
come on
Whitewaters.
down.
I would love to go to Whitewaters. I would love to go. That's actually my favorite
It's
theme
funny.
park.
People around here call it Six Flags Whitewater, and I'm like, dang, am I old? Because it
I
wasn't
mean,
owned by Six Flags
that's what the
long.
commercial used to say.
Yeah, well, I just call it
Six
Whitewater.
Flags Whitewater. It's a
Oh
cool
wow.
world.
Yeah, I never been even when I can get in for free, but there's a few things that I know I want to do. Like that's why I love to travel because one day I might be old, or I might could break a leg. I could do anything, and they might be like, Alicia, we don't recommend flying. I'm be like, what?
Yeah.
So I can't go to I don't know Argentina,
Mm.
and I'm be mad. So anyhow, but yeah, I've said it before on the show. I don't think that selfish has to be a bad thing. You definitely need to put yourself first, not at the expense of others, like respect and things like that. But I think that you should do what makes you happy. Don't remain in a situation that doesn't make you happy. Don't skip out on an opportunity that can make you happy. Like, don't do it to please others. A lot of people they live their life trying to make sure that they get their parents or their family approval, and that's actually really sad, really toxic. But it's a very
For
common
sure.
thing. People don't want their friends to judge them. People, they might like something they feel is weird, but they don't want nobody to ask them questions about it. And that's really sad. And I can understand why
And
people
that's
feel that
me.
way. I just
That's
really
my problem. Everything that you just said is something that I have an issue with myself.
well, you
Because I
shouldn't
think that
because
I grew up in a house where like it wasn't perfect, but
mhm.
my mom my first of all, my mom was a Virgo. I know you don't be with
Yeah,
horoscope stuff, but
I don't have a sign.
Virgos are very perfect. Like they try to make everything perfect. They don't move unless things are perfect. They do things unless you know what I'm saying. And I
Mhm.
feel like I picked that up from my mama, like growing up. So I don't be wanting people to look at me a certain way. Like I don't want people to think certain things about me. So I purposely don't go about. I don't do certain things, or I don't be in certain
To
spaces.
maintain that like perception.
Yes, like just because I don't want to be looked at looked at as a certain way. Now, in a way, I feel like that works in my favor because like whenever I'm in a room of professionals and whatever, I already feel kind of like
Yeah, like you
I
don't
have to be
belong.
timid because
Whole
of how
time
I
they
look.
slow.
Exactly. But because of how I look, like I'm in a space. I'm a black dude with locks, tattoos on my face, and I'm not removing them. This is just what I want to look like. This is how I express myself. But I also know what that looks like. I watch people jerk away from me and like side eye me all the time. Motherfuckers call me a hood nigga. I'm like, I'll be wearing
Mhm.
fucking. You don't even know me for real.
You know what?
I'm not like that. Like,
Sometimes something I think about a lot is a lot of things that are normal to us today is because somebody went out on a limb and became the first to do it. So I think
yeah,
that you maintaining your original authentic self and being in those spaces is going to force them to adapt and to change their mindset on how they look at people that don't have the same style or look as them.
yeah. So I've always had a problem with that, and nobody ever wants to feel ostracized or looked down on. Like that's not a good feeling, whether you're a strong person or not. That's just not a good feeling, or you don't ever want to be looked at like that. So
Yeah.
I think that for me, I just try to keep up a certain image, and in reality, that shit is dead. Like honestly, I'm gonna just be who I am, and either you like it, you cool with it, or you not. And I just got to be okay with that. I can't
Yeah,
just be
I
sitting
get it.
here because I realize that I'm a people pleaser without even knowing or trying. Because I'm like doing these things to walking on eggshells around people, not saying certain things, not doing certain things to make this person feel comfortable when I don't even be getting that same respect.
I think that's why it's really important to have a good circle around you. Like, try to find people that are. I know that can be hard, but so that you can just freely be who you want to be, and it's not a problem. But because you have certain unique things, it's hard to even know who gonna even be having that mindset because they could be faking
Accept it.
it too, just to make sure that they not, looked
Yeah,
at a
like
certain kind of way.
mm-mm. Yeah, no, I feel that. I
I
don't
need
know.
a friend. I have to come to LA.
I have to just learn how to melt that off. I gotta shake that off of me because I don't speak my mind enough because I don't like confrontation.
Hmm.
That has to change. I have to just really honestly just hone down and realize who I am as a person and what I bring to the table and what I have to offer and just be okay with that and move like that instead of just trying to make other people feel comfortable and just not trying to be looked at as a certain way or whatever the case may be. I just don't. I gotta stop all that because that's honestly just making me feel away, and that's making me be a certain type of way. And then all that's gonna do is make me have an outburst because I don't held all this shit in the whole time, and then
Yeah.
now one little thing on the wrong day. I ain't take my meds, or I
And people gonna
ain't,
be like,
and
"Whoa!"
I'm gonna spaz out. And then now I'm looked at as fucking psycho. I should have been said it. Oh, I can't say spaz, huh? Sorry, but I'm just saying. Well, we in
You
America,
know,
we can say that.
what do you
Sorry.
think it's gonna take for you to move to that mindset?
Um, just start implementing it. Just do it.
Mm,
Honestly, just do things that make me feel uncomfortable. Things that normally
yeah.
would make me feel uncomfortable, things that I wouldn't normally say, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just have to learn to just say it. I gotta learn to just be like,
And people just have to
what
adapt,
what
or if they gotta move
whatever the
around,
outcome is the outcome.
what
But you
it's gonna
just
be.
gotta be real with yourself about how you feel and just stop trying to save shit and save, and you know what I'm saying? Like save your
Ooh,
reputation, save your face, save
save
this.
other people's
That's why I say I fuck
feelings.
with Aquarius. Every Aquarius that I know, every Aquarius I'm friends with is like that. You, Terrence,
I'm not
Alicia, I mean
Aquarius.
you are, but I get it. Uh,
I
uh
denounce thee.
Debbie, like all my friends, Malik, everybody, they don't give a fuck.
They
It
say
is
we
what it
bad
is.
friends. That's
I'm gonna let you
crazy.
know how I feel at that moment. And I'm like,
Got
damn, I wish
to.
I could be like
But
that.
I
What's
definitely have
stopping me
put
from being
things
like
in
that
and try to
though?
protect certain people. But I think it all depends on the kind of relationship I have with that person.
That too. It depends on the relationship you have with that person. Because I think for me, I'm the type of person where I don't like to keep repeating myself. And then
Mm-mm.
also I'm the type of person where I feel like if you're not receiving what I'm saying, or you're not even trying to receive it, or you're not listening to me,
You might as well just
then
put
it's
some
dead.
on the bed.
It's over with. I'm not even finna say shit else. It is what it is now, because
You
now
know
it's
what?
like I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my breath. I don't like that.
Sometimes people are committed to misunderstanding you though, on purpose, just for their own
On
like,
purpose.
yeah, for their own
Just so they
ego.
can feel comfortable. I truly believe
Yeah.
that. And that shit be making you second guess yourself sometimes. Like, am I doing too
Gaslighting
much? Gaslight. That's why I say gaslighting is the
is the word
word
of
of
the
the week.
week.
Am I doing
It's
too
sick.
much? Am I this
It's
way?
sick.
But
Some
it's like,
people
no.
really play a role and they commit to that. It's actually crazy. It's really weird. I know a
Manipulation,
few people like that.
manipulation,
Mhm.
gaslighting, all that shit. It's a real thing. And you gotta be real with yourself and just honestly just try to realize what shit is. Like, you ain't crazy all the time. Like, you know
Yeah, not all
exactly
the
what shit
time.
is. You know what's going on.
I
Just
used to try to approach
accept
things
it.
optimistically, but I have realized that most people are terrible humans. Not the
Mm.
other way around. It's a lot of people that are terrible humans, man. I don't know where y'all came from, if y'all, just really come into full form, but you really can't trust nobody. That's a fact. It's just what it is. It's some terrible people out here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I can't I don't I like for people to be real about themselves. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, even
Mm-hmm.
I've stopped being friends with people because of stuff like they'll do stuff to people and not apologize. Like,
Mm.
you
Inconsiderate.
know that you did some
Pride,
wrong shit, some
ego.
fucked up shit to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And because you have an ego, you don't want to apologize. You'll laugh out, oh damn, that's crazy. I ain't mean to do that. That's not
I
no,
can't stand
bitch,
stuff like
I'm
that make
not
me
even
want to
finna be
fight.
around you no more.
Yeah.
At this
And then
point, like,
play
you just
victim.
played in my
People
face.
constantly play in a weird mental state. They try you, they disrespect you, they get the reaction they want. They play crazy when you don't want to be around them. And they do all they can to get you back. And they just do the same thing over. It's like, wow. It's a girl on
Yeah.
the ultimatum, the queer this last season named Vanessa, who was just like that. Very strange person.
Yeah.
Like I don't think she's ever had a genuine moment in her life.
I always say, like, I'm not looking for you to be perfect, whether it's
Yeah.
in a friend, relationship, family, nothing. But I do expect you to be real. And I think that people get real and aggressive mixed up, because just because you're blunt or you're aggressive or you said it a certain way, that doesn't mean that you're real as fuck. That
Sure
just means
don't.
that you're a
Real
blunt
rude.
person. That means that, you know what
People
I'm saying?
definitely
It can be
confuse
rude. Like,
real
you
with
rude as
being like
fuck.
positive. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I
But if you
totally agree.
able to, like, be real with yourself, if you know you did some fucked up shit, or you know that you're not being a certain way, blah blah blah, and you come to the person like, look,
Just
I
own
feel
it.
like you probably acting this way or being this way because of something that I've done, or blah blah blah. They don't never own up to they shit. I don't
I'm
like
telling
people
you,
like that.
ownership of what you did goes a long way because it shows me that you are smart and you are, willing to like understand the role you played in somebody's life. And I actually had a problem with ownership. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ownership and consideration goes a long way with
I
me.
used to not apologize. I never used to accept the role I played in certain stuff because I used to think that I did everything perfect. I still do. So
Yeah, ain't nobody finna admit that they did. I mean, want to be wrong. That's nothing.
yeah,
I
you
mean,
don't
who
want to be
wants to
wrong.
be
And even if you
wrong?
didn't mean to be wrong, once you get caught up on it, you just want to just you rather the situation just go away than to be like, oh,
And it's not.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
because it's gonna be lingering. For me, it's not. It's gonna be lingering in my head. Like, yeah, we're gonna move on from that, or we're gonna whatever. But I'm gonna still keep
And
that.
that's why
That's
people
gonna
do
be
things like get you gifts, buy you food because they want to butter you up. So once they see your mood shift from being happy for what I did to buy your love, then we can go back to normal.
no.
Mm-hmm. I know,
When
boo.
a simple conversation, or apology, and just some
No, not a simple conversation. I
consideration.
need you to recognize the role you played, think about the impact that it had, what it should look like going forward, and then apologize. I need a well thought out acknowledgement. Cause
A,
now I know when you try to
a
play
grown
crazy
up.
next time, I know you being manipulative because we had this conversation already.
There we go.
Weirdo, loser.
You love that damn video.
Loser.
Oh my god, bring Phaedra and Nene back to Housewives so I could watch it because I
Nene
haven't
literally
watched.
called her boss racist, a crackhead. That lady is not getting that job back. Phaedra
Hey,
literally
so
started
did
a
Jocelyn, and she got her job back plenty of times.
with well, did she work for the now? She work for Zeus now, and to me that ain't better. But
Yeah, nah, I mean it ain't better, but Nene was supposed to have a show on Zeus. I'm glad
she
she
probably
didn't though.
called
That
them
wouldn't have been a
crackheads
good look for
too.
her. That's
Probably
that's not
said
a good
something
look for her.
crazy. She
Like
said,
you
"Honey."
was a regular on Glee. Going to
Mm.
Zeus Network, that's not no girl.
Zeus probably giving a bag though. Can't even
You think
lie.
so? Because from
I
from what I heard, they don't.
oh they don't. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the
Yeah,
bag
like
varies.
three people that actually have shows on there. Like
I
it's
want to
their
know what
show. They're
the
like they still owe money, and I'm not sure. I don't mean put their business out
mm,
there, but you
well,
know,
I do wonder as well, like, is there good publicity that comes from Zeus that can
no,
make more money? So that can make it a more holistic decision to make. But Nene, granted, she a little cuckoo sometimes. I do think she's too good for Zeus. So but
she
I don't
is
know what else she would do. She's
amazing for
good for
television.
TV. Yeah, good
She
for
is.
TV.
She's amazing. Sometimes the most shout out people, whatever they be good for TV. Like I feel like her version of TV is slick toxic, but she know how to like keep it together. It's not giving
Yeah,
like
that's how I used
Orlando
to feel
Brown.
about
Like
Kenny, but
Orlando
now I'm
Brown
just
for
sick
me
of
is
her in
good for
general.
TV, but he just don't know no better.
Man, remember I used to love Orlando Brown. I used
You
to,
really, I was thinking about that recently. Like you like had a crush on him.
I
What's so
did.
crazy is that I was watching some shit on YouTube, and it was him like on I guess like a Nickelodeon red carpet. He was high back then.
Yes.
I didn't know that he was
I
geeked
saw
up
this
at it.
TikTok video of this girl whose mom did something in the entertainment industry, and basically it was her birthday or maybe it was prom. I can't remember, but she got Orlando Brown to pick her up from school in a limo that day, and so he rode around with her and her friends. And she said that same night he got arrested for like possession or something like that. And that was the
Yeah,
after that day his life
yeah, that shit. Wow.
I used to
I
like
be
him
looking
and
back on
yes
people
from One on One. That's crazy.
when I was younger, I just couldn't recognize it. But I think as I'm getting older and I actually know people that do drugs and have mental illnesses and all this other stuff, I noticed that. Like my friends that was doing that, they all started to look old very quick.
Yeah,
Their
he does
skin
look
look
old.
crazy. Their eyes is crazy. They, you know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
will say
see
this
these
though.
things, so I know how to
Know the
like.
signs.
Yeah, I can tell. I can see it. I can see
Also,
it.
when we were kids, the child stars of our parents' generation were dealing with this exact same thing, and it wasn't feasible for us to see that for our child stars because they was just like us. We're like, oh no, they different.
Yeah,
Orlando Brown different, and now look
he
at
got money.
different.
He live in Hollywood, the big house.
Exactly,
But
but we
then look
didn't.
at
We
people
as
like him, Amanda
kids.
Bynes,
Mm,
uh, Aaron Carter,
rest in peace.
Whitney Houston, all
Cause
these people.
you think that success is forever, and I was just telling somebody this the other day, like getting rich is not the job; it's staying rich. You got to do
Yeah,
certain things to keep that money coming in, and when you have that kind of access, especially as a kid, without having to learn how to earn it in a more sustainable way, it's gonna eat you up. So, and I
yeah.
don't know, I'm
I
not
don't
in the
know.
industry, but that's just what I've gathered.
No, I feel that. I feel like people do that, and a main reason why people miss out. For me, I'm speaking for myself because I've been this way. Um, for me, I get money and do whatever, and then I have a time where like it gets slow. And in reality, I probably should be having my shit together to where like when things like that happen to me, I need to be able to pick up my slack But the problem is that because I'm trying to keep up a certain image with people, I feel like I have to do certain things and be in certain
Mm.
places, look a certain way to keep up what my look is or what
Yeah, I
my
get what you're
image
saying.
is,
So it's
so
like, so if
nobody
you do
won't ever
that
think.
other thing, it's like, why you doing
Because
that?
who want to hear like, oh, he fell off? No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I didn't fall off. I still got my shit. I still got everything I got. I mean, life is hard for everybody. We in a recession, so I
Hmm.
have to scale back on a lot of shit. I can't do what I used to do. I can't wear what I used to wear.
Gotta move right. I get
You got to
it.
move a little smarter. You got to move
You right.
smarter
I
in
think about it
order
all
to
the time.
keep
When
it
I got
going.
this house, I'm like, Lord, please just let me keep my job. Let me stack my
Yeah.
money back up, so I could be.
You have no. I think about every day that I took that damn Benz back. I'm so happy that I can't remember
What been?
the Benz truck. Remember, I had bought that Benz truck when I was living in Atlanta Station. I had it for one day and took it back.
I didn't know that. You bought
Oh
it?
yeah, I did. $11,000 cash. Well, I
You
mean,
didn't give it back?
I didn't pay the um car off, but I'm just saying, like, I just
I
got the
did not
car.
know you had a Benz truck. Why don't I remember that?
I don't know. It definitely happened.
You got a ghost?
No.
Lock
Mm-mm.
the door. I'm scared. Yeah, I definitely especially now that I own all these houses and stuff, I'm like, man, it ain't gonna take much for me to. Hey, if I get foreclosed, I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
But I'm gonna sell my junk before I get to that point. But I'm just saying, like, it's here today, gone tomorrow for real with this money stuff. You just never
Right.
know. So that's why I stack. I keep an emergency fund, and then I just try to keep my head above water. I don't try to get too greedy. I have been on a little spending frenzy since I moved in because with more space, you just find more reason to buy stuff, child. So,
Mm.
anyways, all right, let's wrap this episode up. I'm sleepy and I gotta send one more email for work, and I gotta take my dog out, and then I gotta go to bed. So,
Okay, no worries. I gotta clean my closet out. I have too many clothes that I don't wear and can't fit, and I need to get rid of them. So I'm gonna do that tonight.
all right. Well, have a great week. Safe travels. You going? Well, are you going anywhere?
No, I'm going to Hollywood. Yeah,
Oh, period. Okay. Well, if you all right, say
uh,
hey to Tupac. He just got a star.
I need to go see it.
It's
I'm
probably
gonna
down
look
there
into it.
by the Buffalo Wild Wings. Be careful.
Okay,
Sorry. Okay. All
please.
right.
Anyway,
Bye.
see y'all.